Hello everyone, this is KTChamberlain. Welcome to Roots of Rich Alvarez on the Community of the Ring, the first installment on his second trilogy, The Board of the Rings, a low-budget parody of Lord of the Rings. Right from the start, there are a number of things that set this trilogy apart from the Arthur trilogy. For starters, these movies have a longer running time, and thankfully I recently got my ability to have longer uploads back. Another is that Richie had more than 4 actors to work with, and as a result, this meant that it took longer to film each installment, whereas part 1 of Arthur was filmed in a single day, and parts 2 and 3 were all filmed in a single day too. Another is that this was the first time Richie filmed outside of his family home. In fact, most of this movie was filmed on Doug Orfino's family home. Work on this trilogy began in December of 2005, just 2 months before working on parts 2 and 3 of the Arthur trilogy. That young fellow center stage is Doug's younger brother Spencer Orfino, and the guy to his left is Josh Kling, whom you might remember as the first actor to play Bowser in Super Mario Bros. Before he moved and was later replaced by Austin Stevenson. The tall blonde behind Richie is Kyle Pickett. Sadly, Kyle doesn't have any speaking parts in the Community of the Ring, but thankfully he does have plenty in The Five Towers and The Return of the King from the Wrong Story.
Fought against his armies of Mordor. Sauron used his power to defeat many of the soldiers. Remember that sore arm. Arm sore. Great. He finally defeated the king. The son of the king, a seal dork, picked up his father's sword so that the audience can see it for marketing purposes, and he cut off Sauron's hand with the ring on it. Sauron was able to live without the ring before he made it, but now for some unknown reason except to have a plot, with the ring gone, Sauron is defeated. But his soul remained in the world, for he was attached to the ring. Isildur kept the ring. He was later ambushed by dorks for no reason.
The South shall rise again! I kid, people. The hat and the props were borrowed from our high school drama club since Richie, Matt, and Doug were all involved in high school theater. For example, in Once Upon a Mattress, Richie was Prince Dauntless. In Charlotte's Web, Matt was Templeton, and Doug was Homer Zuckerman. My one high school regret was that I didn't get to see more of the high school productions they did. Although I did see Christine Alvarez in a dinner theater production of Oklahoma, and later on I did see her in a production of Footloose.
His second son, Ben Dover Newell. His third son, Mo Lester Newell, and his daughter, Mary Jane. The ring let him outlive them all. The ring then abandoned him and was found by Dildo Faggins, a bobbit of the spire who has had it to this day. He wasn't the last one who would possess it, however.
You're late.
A wizard is never late. Neither is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Oh. Well, it's wonderful to see you, Grand-Duke Vigier.
It's wonderful to see you too. Oh, but where's your Uncle Dildo? I wish to congratulate him on his 326th birthday.
He's there. Stir.
It's me, Grand-Duke.
Oh, yes. Come in, come in. Want some tea?
Nope.
All right, can I be frank with you, Grand-Duke?
Can I be Lenny?
I'm getting old now, and before I die, I need to go off somewhere and finish my book. But I can't stand it here. I'm going away and never coming back to the Spire again. As soon as my birthday party is over, of course.
Of course. Now let's go smoke some famous Spire weed.
Okay.
Let's light this firework, all right? Scare everyone.
Larry and Pimpin', you rascals.
It's so wonderful to see you, Mr. Wonderful to see you too, Spam. Go on, Spam, ask Rosie for a dollar. Go on, I don't feel like you. Go on. I'd rather do this for you. Oh, no, no, I'm getting... Speech, Uncle Dildo! Speech! Come on, do a speech! Give a speech, Uncle Dildo! Speech! Goodbye. What? What the? Uncle Dildo, where'd you go?
I suppose you thought that was terribly clever.
Oh, shut up, Grandoof. I was just having a little fun.
It's time for you to give up that ring and go on your quest.
Oh, I suppose so. But the ring is mine. Oh, well. See you later. Grandoof, what happened to Dildo?
He went on a quest that will take him absolutely nowhere. He left you everything, including this ring.
Great, what does it do?
Destroy the world, I think.
What?
But to be sure, I'm going to go look it up in books for 20 years.
All right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Throw the ring in some fire.
Okay.
It says, Heute Hallo Sana Shakti Ma Shakti Day. Freak dancing is still good on the crutches. There's more hitchhikers on the roads. What does it mean?
I sense a presence. Did you hear anything?
Oh no, nothing, just this and that about a legion of dogs taking mindless orders from a giant eyeball on top of a big tower for no reason.
Interesting. I hadn't gotten to that part yet. But yes, we must stop that from happening. Frito, you take Spam. Go to the Running Horse in Cardinals Town. I'll meet you there later.
Where are you going?
To meet an old friend. He shall know what to do.
Greetings, my friend Grandoof. It has been too long.
What are you talking about? Sour Mom, the plaid? I just saw you at the Christmas party.
Oh, whatever. Come, look at this rock I have.
This is one of those band rocks that communicates with... You know
You know who? Where is he? I'll kill him.
who. Wrong spoof, stupid.
Oh, sorry.
As you can see, Grandoof, my friend, the people of this land have grown stupid. We must join with you, know who? Sauron.
Never.
You dare to disobey me? Now I will put you on the rooftop to think about what you've done.
No! No!
Wait, Mr. Frito. What is it, Spam? I take 3 more steps. It is the farthest I've been from the spire ever since I was 3.5. Come on, Spam. Right. And what Dildo used to say? It's a dangerous business, Frito. And he used to say, eggnog. Everyone does. Come on, Spam. We're still in the spire. What could possibly happen? Look, carrots.
Laddie, look! It's Frito Baggins!
Move it in the farmer's crop. What's the meaning of this?
But the onions, they're so good!
Farmer, run away!
The dogs are coming! Run away!
Okay, I had to address the elephant in the room in this part of the movie. If you saw this part of Lord of the Rings on YouTube, you'd probably notice a jump cut right after Pimpin says that Farmer Faggot does horrible little things to hobbits and children. Well, that's because in 2009, Richie cut out a joke that he regretted by that time. Now, the joke was that after Pimpin said that line, Frito immediately says, "Damn right he does, just like Michael Jackson." Now, before you think of giving Richie flack for that, you gotta remember that this was filmed in 2006. This was common practice at the time, and in creative writing, it got a pretty big laugh. As a Michael Jackson fan, Richie didn't mean anything by it. It was just a joke. But since Michael Jackson died before Richie uploaded this part in 2009, he cut it out with a noticeable jump cut. To which I have to say, wise decision, because it would have been terrible luck if Richie uploaded that shortly before Jackson died. However, in fairness to the movie, Pimpin' just says Farmer Faggot does horrible little things to hobbits and children. Notice how he never specifies what horrible little things. Horrible little things can mean anything that's, well, horrible. Not just the allegations Jackson had. So that joke's technically not as dated as Richie likes to think it is, because I still remember the backlash Jackson had for precariously holding his baby over a really, really high balcony. That was horrible too, and that was before his trial, so that line could have implied anything. There, now that puts things in perspective. Now that that's out of the way, let's move on to the next scene. If this scene looks familiar to you, that's because when Richie got to Stupid Mario Bros. Season 3, he deliberately recreated this scene with the crazy fangirl in place of the Ring Wraith. After recreating the iconic hiding from the Ring Wraith in Fellowship of the Ring, it then recreates a B-horror movies. Either that or it's an homage to Scary Movie since the Wraith looks like Ghostface from Scream. It's not exactly clear which, but you make the call.
Who's that rider? He looked like he was after something.
Where are you guys going?
We must go to the Rattling Horse. Grandu will be waiting for us there. From there, he will relieve us of the ring. Yes. What ring? This one! It's very expensive and highly overrated. It belongs to Sauron. As long as I have it, I'm in danger.
Oh no! The Wraith is back!
You suck! Asshole!
No, thank you. We don't want any subscriptions to Play Wizard today.
But we are puppets of the Spire.
Oh, I see. Come in.
Excuse me, sir. Have you seen a wizard named Grandoof?
Grandoof? Oh, yes. Big staff. No class. Haven't seen him around here since the Christmas party.
Oh, this is bad! Damn right this is bad!
He said he'd meet us here!
Stupid old man.
Yes, sir.
That man's been looking at you since we came in here.
Whoops, I slipped! Whoops, the ring fell on my finger.
Take off that ring right now unless you want to alert the Wraith of your presence. All of you, come with me. My name's Spider. I'm a ranger around these parts here. Now listen, I've got a plan, and don't complain. It involves pillows.
Should we really trust him, Mr. Frito?
Well, it doesn't look like we have much of a choice.
Haha, stupid idiot.
I heard that.
Oh, crap. I'm gonna pass out. Oh! Ah! Welcome to Bivendell.
You're telling me that Sour Mom betrayed us. Our list of allies grows thin.
And thinning. Why don't we team up with the race of men?
Men are weak. I was there at Mount Doom, Tartute. If a sealed orc had thrown the ring in, it all would have ended that day. I had a black goatee back then.
Throw it into the fire, seal dog! It's seal dog! It's seal dog!
Yes, what a douchebag he was. This ring cannot
cannot be destroyed by any mortal weapon.
And what are we waiting for? Oh, baby! What was that?
I said it could not be destroyed by any mortal weapon, Skiggly son of Floyd.
Why don't we use the ring against Soram and Saruman? My father has protected this land for 20 years. 20 years!
You cannot wield it. None of us can.
And why should I listen to a ranger? Because he is the heir of a seal dork. So, he was an asshole.
One of you must take the ring and cast it into the water of Mount Doom, Tatuta.
I will take it!
Let the man speak.
I will take the ring to Mordor. Although, I do not know the way.
I shall accompany you as long as this burden is yours to bear, darling.
Thank you, Grand Duke the Gay.
You will have my sword.
And you can have my bow.
And you shall have my ass! I mean axe, sorry.
Elrond, your goatee grew back.
Very well. You shall be the community of the ring.
Belron's hat looks like one of those goofy hats you get at Disneyland, especially since the scarf looks like the floppy ears sewn in, even though it's supposed to represent long hair, since, let's face it, no one in RMA had access to good wigs, or for that matter, naturally long hair, other than Christine Alvarez. It's like when you're a kid and you're pretending to be Sherlock Holmes, but you don't have the right hat, you improvise by wearing one hat backwards, then place another one forward on top of it. I remember they did that in the show My Brother and Me when one of the boys was acting like Sherlock Holmes, and I did that too when I was a kid because I had a big fascination with Sherlock Holmes. And there they go, playing the first 10 seconds to Howard Shore's Bridge of Khazad-dûm from Lord of the Rings seems to make just about anything look a lot more epic than it is. Good choice on music, I'd say.
And flies, but it will not be enough to stop them. Allow me to introduce my apprentice, Darth Sabersword.
Oh.
He will be enough to stop them.
Yes, master.
Who could have sent those flies to attack me?
It's Saruman!
You must take the mines of Ruria!
I would not take the mines unless I had no other choice. We shall let the ring bearer decide.
Well,
We shall take the mines!
Okay.
here we have a royal feast, and they call it a mine. A mine! A mine! Oh.
This is no mine, it's a tomb!
For a good time, call Gandalf.
Let's get the hell out of here!
Yeah, we must carry forth, because there's a real big bitch octopus back there and he isn't happy.
Look, dogs!
Run away!
Look, they're running away! Huh? I don't know why, but they're all running away. What's that? Oh no, he's got a whip!
You shall not pass!
It's because of my whip, isn't it?
No, it's just because you're butt hungry. Ha! Ugh. Oh! Ha ha ha! Ha ha! Oh,
Grandoof, no!
must carry on.
Give them a moment for pity's sake.
No, they have to forget Grandoof, the game.
Well, to make things short, the community of the ring got lost and confused, and so they visited the elves, who gave them things, and more importantly, a big bright light bulb thingy that will become important later, and so the elves put them on a raft and sent them away, far away.
Look at those statues up there.
Look! Dorks!
Holy crap! Get out!
Oh, and by the way, dorks don't wear t-shirts.
Hey, give me that back, I'm the narrator. I am the leader of the dorks.
It's the leader of the dorks, Mr. Frito.
Let's fight him!
Yes!
I should probably point out that was Christine's briefest cameo ever. It is shorter than her appearance in Arthur vs. the Druids vs. the Grail Part 3. If this location looks familiar, it's because this is also where Richie filmed the scene where the crazy fangirl chases after Mario and Luigi in Season 3, which, by the way, was to music from Charlie Chaplin's City Lights. As a Chaplin fan, I could kick myself for not knowing that when I reviewed Season 3. However, I should point out that this was back before the park redesigned the playground you see here. That's why there's a slight difference.
I will kidnap Larry and Pimpin'. Grab. Shove. Jump. To make a long story short, the only one who died was born a queer. And that pretty much just sums that up.
Go away, Spam. I'm taking the ring to Mordor by myself. I don't want to protect anyone anymore.
I'm not leaving you.
You can't swim, Spam.
I can't swim.
Get in, fat ass.
I'm not going to let you take it alone. I'm coming with you.
I know, Spam. I know. Now, get in and stop heading.
All right. Ow.
Come on.
I can pedal faster.
Yeah, come on, Ken.
Frodo and Sam have already reached the eastern shore.
Who cares about them? Let's go get some pizza.
All right. I'm glad you're here with me, Spam.
It's good to be with you, Mr. Frito.
See you next year in part 2.
The 5 Towers.
2, Spam.
Oh.
Seagulls!
And so they sail off. Little do they realize that soon a powerful enemy is about to catch up with them, and he goes by the name of Bob Newell.
And so, folks, that was Roots of Rich Alvarez on Board of the Rings, the Community of the Ring. Join me next time as we venture through the next installment, The 5 Towers. This is KTChamberlain. Thank you for watching.